Welcome to EXP's first YouTube video on our YouTube channel. EXP are a recruitment company, or I guess what we do is find recruiters jobs in recruitment. It's called a Rec2Rec or Recruitment to Recruitment. We've been around about 4 months. I guess the reason we're making this YouTube channel, I guess in particular, couple of reasons, right? First of all, we're doing it for training. You know, we help entry-level people get their first job in recruitment a lot. So we want to do more videos on, you know, how to interview, more about what is recruitment. You know, what we have at the minute is like documents that we're sending over, but I thought it'd be a good idea if we could then start sending videos over. I mean, I think I'd learn a little bit better off it, and instead of then just having to read through a bit of paper, it's a bit of a video. So that training, you know, helping people on business development, candidate side, that sort of thing. Company updates, you know, documenting our journey a little bit, I think was something that I thought was quite interesting. You know, with a lot of, you know, obviously you get lots of people who have done amazing things in recruitment, and, you know, they sell their services to companies and go, you know, this is how you should do it at the beginning and that sort of thing. But I couldn't really find anything on kind of like documenting those first, you know, 6 months, year, that sort of thing, and, you know, the stuff that comes with that. So I thought it'd be cool just to document, you know, what we're doing. You know, others can learn from it, and I guess it's a way for us to be seen a little bit more. You know, there's so many Rec2Recs out there, using LinkedIn, using Reed, using all the job boards, and, you know, going to networking events and that sort of thing. What else can you do to get good candidates for our clients? And, you know, having some sort of brand and doing things a little bit differently was something that we thought could work for us. So what we're also going to do, what I'm going to do, is bring out a you know, like an Instagram account as well, you know, Alex R2R, whatever that's like. And, you know, I don't post anything on my own account, but, you know, posting, you know, just videos, funny videos, whatever that looks like to the audience, you know, funny things that happen in recruitment. Everyone knows it's complete turmoil. It's a roller coaster every single day. So I think posting that, and you know, if for the recruiters that have been around a while, there used to be a thing called Hunter or Hunters or Ed Hunter on Facebook, and, you know, he used to put out the funniest posts about, you know, things happen in recruitment, managers, you know, Fridays and work and that sort of stuff, and I used to fucking love it. So yeah, I want to do something like that, but a bit more interactive videos and that sort of thing. But look, you've all got to look forward to it, so bear with me. I guess the last part of this video is, you know, we've been around 4 months. How's the first 4 months been? It's been really, really good. It's, you know, from setting up, if you look at just the first bits you have to do when you set up your business, things like getting your business name and getting, you know, your Word, your emails, website, all that sort of thing set up. You know, although it can seem complicated at first, especially when we tried to do our website on Wix, and we couldn't put the EXP banner on the corner of the website. It just wouldn't work. We're like, you know, we've got to pay someone to do this. So how we did that, we went on Fiverr. We got some guy on there to do it. You know, they give an example of some of the work that they've done and that sort of thing. Just a quick interrupt. I know this is the most ridiculous background, but, you know, we're working from home. These are the realities. You know, we have to blur your background out when you do your Teams calls, but we are getting an office next year. But anyway, yeah, you know, things like setting up your emails to make sure that connects with, you know, your Office or your Google Mail, however that works. It's not easy. You know, one of the best things we've done since starting is just outsource as much as we can straight away. We've got an accountant, we've got a hosting company that looks after our, you know, our emails, our websites, you know, you know, the Microsoft Office stack. There's a company called SMS, or Simply Mail Solutions. We are not promoting their product, they are just really good. And they do everything. It's all wrapped up. It's like north of just £50 or something like that, just for Word, emails, everything. So if anything goes wrong, you just call them, it's sorted. They do our, phone numbers and that sort of thing. They're just bloody brilliant. So when you get all the foundations kind of set up, just as I said, just outsource as much as possible. It will make your life easier. It certainly makes our lives easier. Now going on more like the sales and that kind of thing, luckily in Rec2Rec, getting clients isn't, I used to do tech recruitment, so getting clients can be quite difficult, especially good clients. In recruitment, it's a little bit different. I think people are willing to trust you from the offset, but you can lose that trust very, very quickly just by sending a few shitty candidates. And it happens, right? You can't keep everyone happy. A client might like one of your candidates, but then 4 other clients like them, and they've got 4 offers. And if you've had a couple of things not go well with that client, or they're not happy with, you might have had a few dropouts at the last day, but then they finally like someone, and then they can't have that candidate. It's very easy to lose that relationship. They stop replying to you as much and that sort of thing. That is the nature of the game. But then we also have to look at ourselves and how we can tighten up that candidate side and that sort of thing. A lot of the work, as I said earlier, that we do is junior. It's very temperamental, right? But I think 4 months in, we're in a stage where we can separate the people who are serious and separate the people who are actually interested. We've got a bit of a process, that you have to do a couple of things for us before we send them across. You can test things like their urgency, if they're turning up to things on time, if they actually turn up to things at all, if they're willing to do certain things. And yeah, it takes a little bit longer, and you have maybe, you may have lost a couple of placements for making things too long, but for the sake of keeping and not pissing off the clients, it's so worth it. So yeah, look, that side's been good. Learning about the candidate side, we've just started trying to do more senior stuff. It's so hard, I'm not gonna lie, it's so hard. We haven't got LinkedIn Recruiter or anything like that. We are going to get that soon. So it's all just been a lot of just getting people strung up on LinkedIn, trying to create content to put out on LinkedIn, that sort of stuff. But I think a lot of it is timing. If you've got to hope that you approach them on the day the boss pissed them off, or the commission structure has changed, or the boss they like has left, or they might be bored of their market. It really is about timing, and that's okay. That it's a candidate short market, and what we have to do is just make sure we're doing it better than everyone else. And as I said earlier, try and finding ways for our candidates to come to us. I like to think, look, I've been doing this a while, right? I've been doing this 5 years. I like to think I am good at it. I look after people. I never don't get back to anyone. I always call people up for updates, and I'm always here to have a chat after time as well. The great thing about doing this market is everyone's up for a bit of a chin wag and a bit of a chat. But yeah, look, it's been good. I think the first 4 months we've done way better than we expected, which has been good. When we first set it up, and I think this is for every business owner as well, when you first set up a business, you always, and look, maybe people are different, but you always kind of go into it going, we're going to be the biggest, we're going to be the best. And that's exactly what we were thinking when we first started. I don't know why. I assumed in 6 months we were going to have about 30 people. And I could finally put on our website the biggest and best Rec2Rec in the world. But, hiring's expensive. Office space is expensive. It doesn't happen straight away. But then you have the conflicting side of it, right? Which I'm 27 years old. I haven't got a missus or anything like that. I've got nothing really really holding me down. And as soon as you hire someone, that's it. The flexibility sort of goes. If I want to fuck off to South Africa for some reason for 4 weeks and work for South Africa, I can do that. If I want to, if I tomorrow just want to go, all right, I'm going on holiday for a week, I can still do that. And then hiring people takes that away, because you have to look after those people, especially people coming into recruitment. They want culture, they want to be going for drinks, they want to learn from the people around them. one of the best parts of recruitment, especially when you start out, is being with the people, going out, the nights out, the funniness around the office, banter, all that sort of stuff. And people need that coming into recruitment, because especially in your first year, where it is so tough, it's so tough. Everything's going wrong. You don't really know what you're doing. Your manager's on your back, fucking get some deals in. If you're just sitting at home by yourself without people around you, you just lose the plot, and I'm sure you just leave. But yeah, so that's been interesting for us. Just like talking about that, the thought process behind that. Look, being honest, I reckon we will just go down the growing route, because there's such a good opportunity in Rec2Rec. We have, I don't know, about 30 clients, and most of us, I say, would really, really like us. If you're seeing this video, you are a client, you don't like us, don't put anything in the comments, please. Give me a call. I'm joking. Yeah. I'm trying to think what else there is. What else has happened? Meeting people is king. I just want to put that out there. Meeting people is everything. Not a lot of I recruited in the Australian market for a long time, where meeting was just expected. It's not done enough in London. If you are a recruitment consultant, or experienced, or you are not, if you just come into the industry, you have to meet people, get it done, meet people, get in front of them, buy them a coffee, buy them a beer, buy them lunch. And if your company doesn't let you do that, either give me a call, or buy them a beer out your own money. It is so worth it. We are now getting calls from our clients asking for advice, all this sort of stuff, and it doesn't happen over a Teams call. It happens from meeting them and just getting on with them and having similar interests and that sort of thing. And as I said earlier, it hasn't happened for every client. I think some of our clients have, as just the nature of recruitment, you have those clients that everything just goes wrong. Well, we had one client, and we couldn't get anyone to turn up to the interview. We locked in about 5 interviews. People weren't turning up, and we had the last. I guess I kind of let them know. Look, I was like, look, I know, I appreciate our service hasn't been the best. We'll do better. And he went, yeah, look, you've got got one more chance. And we had someone go in, he was really good, he had a second stage, and he called me like 10 minutes before the interview and went, look, I've just come out of this company, I'm actually going to accept that offer. I was like, mate, no, just turn up to it, please, it's such a good business. But that's the nature of the beast. But yeah, look, open your own company, it is good. You've got things like that you don't think about before, like, although we've outsourced our accounting, there is still so much of accounting that we have to do, making sure people are paying their invoices, and making sure that we keep receipts, and, a little bit of the bookkeeping. You've got to think about marketing and that sort of stuff. And me and my business partner, Will, who I will get on a further video as well, because what's interesting about him, he's never done recruitment. He's trusted me and just kind of jumped straight into owning his own recruitment company. So yeah, I'll get him on a video soon, because I think that would be an interesting video for other people kind of looking in, if they were ever thinking about it. But we're both good at the sales side of it, and none of us like doing the operations. So before you start your business, if you're doing it by yourself or you're doing it with people, if you're doing it by yourself, then you've got to do it, right? But if you're doing it with people, choose between you who is doing what, who's doing marketing, who's doing accounts. And if they're not doing it, hold them to account for not doing it. You said you're going to do it, why are you not doing it? But I'll go into far more detail about everything. As I said, I'm opening that Instagram page soon, so make sure you give that a follow. I'll whack up my LinkedIn. It's going to be fucking brilliant. I guarantee you, you're going to love it. If anyone's looking for a job, if any clients looking for people, obviously let me know. But apart from that, you're all legends. And yeah, I'll be posting one of these a week.